Hello, everyone. We welcome to this session on success in crisis. This is hosted by Women Techmakers Vizag as well as Google Developer Groups Vizag. Today's event is a special one as we are trying to shine the spotlight on our students. Vizag ecosystem is a bright ecosystem, is a vibrant ecosystem, and comprises of lots of engineering colleges, lots of students around who are passionate about technology and want to do something about it. Today, as we see, the opportunities are only growing. Yes, there is pandemic, there are challenges, but there is hope. There is so much of hope, and to prove it are our student developers who are proving it time and again that anything can be done with hard work. Let's get started. I want to take you quickly through what Google Developer Groups stand for, what we do, and what are the other communities that are associated with Google. Google Developer Groups are a group of developers actually, which comprises of students, professionals, freelancers, comprising of small communities of women, allies, other gender groups actually. So all of them, and all the single common thing about all of them is that they have passion towards technology. So we conduct a lot of events, talks, which are around technology, which includes a wide range of technical topics where you can learn new skills, attend hands-on workshops. It's an inclusive environment actually, where anyone and everyone interested in technology can, from beginners to developers, they can join and leverage the platform for their benefit. And there have been many success stories where, as we start contributing, it increases from strength to strength. More we can, the horizon increases, and everybody comes to know of more and better things. So this is about Google Developer Groups. The Visakhapatnam chapter actually started 2 years back. There was, hardly a presence actually. From strength to strength, today we have come to about 1,500 members in the group. You can, as you see, actually you can connect, you can learn, you can grow, and it's all for our betterment. So stay tuned. Again, I am an organizer of Google Developer Group and Women Techmakers in Visakhapatnam. And this program is an absolutely wonderful program where it provides visibility, community, resources for women in technology. Can you believe when somebody says 1 lakh women in tech across 190 countries each year are part of this group? Isn't it amazing? And we get to be part of this group. Honestly, there are so many resources that are there which will be fine-tuned to our particular interests. As we get into these platforms, leverage these resources, there is a lot to be done. And this is only the beginning. So if you are new to this platform, I encourage you to please sign up, be part of WTM, Women Techmakers Group, Vizag, as well as the global community. Again, there are so many ways in which you can leverage these platforms. It's not only for students, it's not only for a fixed set of any group, but as I previously mentioned, it's for everyone: professionals, entrepreneurs, students, women, specifically group for women. So it's for experts. So people can leverage it in different ways. So if you are a professional, if you think you are good at Flutter or any other technology, try to apply for Google Developer Experts. So this is like, even there are many students actually who are very active in these communities. And honestly, trust me, if you have this kind of branding in your resume, it will help you look towards so many opportunities that were previously not available. So there are many volunteers actually who started with, just like you and me, who don't know anything, how to go about it, how to get started. But as you move ahead, things start opening up, new possibilities start emerging, and there is so much more to explore. So there are Google Developer Experts, there are accelerators who are for a fixed set of entrepreneurs, there are developer student clubs, there are women techmakers, scholars. There's so many possibilities over here. Again, today's highlight would be, we would like to shine a little spotlight on developer student clubs, because it is unofficial announcement, but then actually 2018, there was one DSC from Andhra region. And then 2019, there were like 2-3 from different parts of Andhra. And trust me, this year, the number has skyrocketed to 16. And I am sure every other year, it is a challenge for all of us to keep increasing these numbers. More DSCs in college will facilitate so many more opportunities. And one of them will be scholarships. There will be like opportunities to network with some of the Google experts in many ways. And who knows, you can be an expert, you can be a scholar, you can be a WTM scholar or a Google scholar or a Google developer expert, or there are the possibilities are innumerous. Again, regarding women tech makers, because I'm part of this, I want to have one extra slide on this. And this is like, there are 30 chapters in India and like the members are 9,000. It's only growing. And I'm sure actually all of you in this session today would be inquisitive actually as to what this is, how can I leverage, how can I know a bit more about it and use it for my benefit. I welcome all of you actually to please join us to collaborate, do something small, big, anything actually, contribute, and again, help yourself in return. It's a win-win relationship, trust it. Again, what's in it for developers? So there are so many annual events actually that we get access to. There are scholarships, there are opportunities, again, collaborations actually, which we can, with other developers. They might be experienced, they might be, just below the ladder with us. So it's not about only students and all that. It's like anybody with a passion towards technology who wants to do something with the learnings that they have. This is a great team. This is a great community to start leveraging and start working. I'll quickly go through like about some women in communities, but this is like many of women, men, everybody are really very conscious. So if you see this particular chart, actually, you'll see that there are so many of us who are not aware of communities. 57%, I think we come under that. And this attempt of all of us, our volunteers, our sponsors, everybody, the only intention of us is to decrease this number or this percentage actually, so that all of us know about communities. It's not that you have to come to WTM communities or Google Developer Group communities only, but leverage communities. Learn. It's only so much that one can do individually, but if we are a team, we can learn so much more. So leverage that. Again, actually, if you see mid and senior level positions, they are also not, many of them are not aware of communities. Very few of them are involved in the past. Many did not find them useful. Nay, it's not helping me, and many are like, okay, that's not related to my work, or I need to put time again for that. So no matter where you are in your academic or your, career ladder, being part of a community will always help you. So I encourage all of you to please take up some community or the other, especially a technology community if you are a passionate developer. And I'm sure it will surely help you. Yes, we are changing the ecosystem. So again, Vizag community is growing from 3 to 500 to 1,000 to 1,500. So this is specific to women tech makers in Vizag, but the GDG group for which like we are the organizers actually, it is growing. It's like 1,500 plus community strength. Again, if you want to join us, please register at gdg.community.dev, which is a great starting point actually. You will know events that are happening all across the world. Trust me, the Google Developer Group and Women Tech Makers is a network with so many communities. As I said previously, only WTM communities are 190. Meaning there are so many communities across the world. There are so many actually where there are so many challenges as well. And despite those challenges, people are going, they want to contribute, they want to do something. Just Google or, write in that search box, actually type saying women tech makers or developer student clubs, and you will get so many success stories actually, very inspiring. And this is one of them. I hope you all see this.
Our world has changed so much since I was a kid that things that I want to do now weren't even possible for me to imagine. I don't even know if I knew it was called
computer science or programming?
It all sort of happened by accident. I was always excited about technology in some way and people. And I thought that was just really neat to be able to control the technology instead of just having it control you. I think a lot of people wake up and they have an amazing idea. When you know how to code, you can go and actually make that a reality.
I'm the Deputy Innovation Officer.
I'm a design lead, a UI designer, board engineer, software engineer,
Developer Programs Engineer.
Chief Product and Design Officer.
I'm a VP, I'm the CEO and founder, co-founder. I am a coder.
By learning about engineering, computer science, and other technical fields, you can solve the really big problems.
We're trying to do things that could radically improve the world.
Things like transportation and health, making our cities better places to live and making people more connected. A place for city kids to build and create.
I created a Moon TV system to project video on the moon.
Computer vision technology. Open source hardware company.
Measure air pollution with your mobile phone.
I love helping people do the things that they love to do more easily.
I really, really, really enjoy the fact that I get energy from so many people.
I just hope that I can see the world change in my lifetime. That inspires me. So build it around something that you like. Find something that interests you.
What are you passionate about?
Know what's the thing that's going to keep you going.
And you can really, really have an impact on the world.
Awesome, isn't it? So with this, actually, I invite you all to our session, which we will start immediately. So I would like to invite on stage our star developers, which we have handpicked from the Vizag ecosystem to come into a conversation with you. So please welcome our student developers. Yes, please. So I request all the student developers to please come into the live stream. Thank you so much. Well, this is Mansa. She's from Gayatri Vidya Parishad. Hi, Mansa. Please unmute yourself.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome. This is Ashish Raju. He's from Geetam Institute of Technology. Hello, Ashish.
Hello, ma'am.
Welcome. This is Kohli Sudeepa. She's from Vigyan Women's. Hello, Sudeepa. Welcome.
Hello, ma'am.
And this is Sahitya. She's from, again, Vigyan Women's. Hello, Sahitya. Welcome.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. And finally, this is Tarun. He has previously a student of Geetam Institute of Technology, and now actually for his PG, he's going to University of Dayton. Again, I want to share with all of you that the one common thing with all of these is that they have been shortlisted as Developer Student Club leads from their respective colleges. Though they have not been officially onboarded actually, this is a pride of Visakhapatnam chapter that there are so many of us actually who are creating history, who are really successful, inspiring others with their journey, and we want to share this journey with you so that more and more are motivated. So I want to start off probably with you, Hansa. Are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, sure.
Little
Hi, everyone. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Mansa. I'm a third year undergraduate from Gayatri Vidya Parishad College of Engineering. So this year I have been selected as DSC lead, and I'm very happy for that. It all started with after attending conferences and meetings that are conducted in WTM Vizag and GDG community, where I got to know that there's a community called DSC, and we don't have that. So I wanted to bring in the awesomeness of DSC community. It has been clearly been showed in the Day Fest or all the meetings. So it would be great if our college would also have one. So this year we have one, and I hope it would be a great one. And talking about myself, I firstly, I was like so much overwhelmed, and I started doing many things. But at last, I found my interest in data science, and uh, I'm there. I'm going on with that track now and working on it and becoming more proficient in it daily. That's it. Uh, and latest achievements. And in the summer, I have also worked in an open source project, and which is very important. Working in open source projects, learning how to do contributions, and also now there are many scholarships that are being available now, and it's very important for every individual. Like if you want to do something, you just need to search it. Opportunities are everywhere, and you just need to Google, or you just need to find out what's going on in many social websites. So recently, I've got an Udacity scholarship for machine learning. So and now DSC lead. So each and everything takes me a step further into my journey. That's it. And
Yeah.
for
So, what is your aspiration for New Year now that you have been selected as a DSC lead? What do you want to do in your college?
okay,
How has it been? Previously, did you have a DSC chapter in your college? Is this the first one?
this is actually no, it was there, but it was not proper. I don't think anybody know that we had a DSC, but this I guess it's a proper first time DSC in our college, and my aspirations from this year are. Uh, for personally, I would want to increase my like proficiency in the thing I love to do, and in according to college, I want to diversify the things that are available, and people to know that all the things are available, and find their passion and do something for their own
Yeah,
selves, and grow, and make this community much more larger, and hope this trend goes on.
wonderful. I am so excited for you. I wish you all the best, actually.
Thank you.
I also know that GVP has this a separate club for AI and all that. Can you throw some light on this about what you guys are doing, how you do it differently, the kind of events in your college? We would all be interested to know.
Yeah, we usually conduct workshops and hackathons, wherein we sometimes bring in speakers from like expertise in the domains, and ask them to give a guest lecture. And hackathons also usually goes on like that. Actually, it started with AI, but we mostly deal with almost everything. Like it's just not AI. It's like an open community wherein people can come up with whatever they want to learn. There's just like a platform for learning. People can learn whatever they wish to. Like
Wonderful.
having a like-minded people in the community is much more important.
Yes, actually, I believe that it is a community. If you are able to, I see there are a lot of projects, a lot of initiatives in GVP actually, which are for students, and I saw a lot of students taking up a lot of roles, small or big, and many of the volunteers of our GDG, WTM, DSC have been actually students from GVP. I wish you all the best, actually.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Also, how do you, what do you, any specific thing that you want to share with your college mates, or something, actually, some message that you want to
Yeah,
give?
I do have a message to share. So if you're just a fresher or person who have just been for a small time in the computer science domain, who have just started, I would just like to tell one thing, that there are many things in computer science, and all these things like blow up your mind sometimes, and it's very hard to find what you really like. So just don't go on to all the things. Just explore one thing, and you'll get to know if you like it or not, and just jump into another. Don't just overwhelm with all the things that are present, because that really drains up your energy. Just focus your energy, tune your energy on one thing alone, and rest all you can learn for fun. That's it. Enjoy the process, I would say. Love what you do.
Yeah, very much needed in these times, actually. So, what is that one thing that you love? Absolutely.
I I love data science. I love mathematics first. So that made me like have interest in data science and machine learning. So yeah, I love doing that.
Lovely. I wish you all the best, Mansa. I hope you take your community to the next level. I hope this becomes the starting point to a lot of awesomeness in your college, in your personal life, in your professional life as well. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Uh, so can we have Sudeepa actually? Shall we have a discussion with Sudeepa actually? Hi, Sudeepa.
Hello, ma'am. First of all, thank you for having me here.
Yes. So, Sudeepa, actually, I see that your story is like a little different from everyone's because it's not a DSC developer student club. But having said that, you again have proved your path, yourself, your work. Actually, you are a WTM scholar. Can you
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
us about yourself? If you what this WTM scholar program is, how it can help actually your peers and all. Yeah, please.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. First, let me introduce myself, ma'am.
Sure.
Hello, people. I'm Kolli Sudeepa, and I'm currently pursuing my BTech in Computer Science at Vignan's Institute of Information and Technology, and I'm a Women Tech Makers APAC Scholar 2020. I'm a programmer and a student developer, and I build web applications, machine learning models, and bots. I believe that knowledge is power, and I love to learn the breakthrough in technology and prepare myself professionally. Coming to my latest achievements, there's an ample development. I've done many certifications, internship in ML domain, and associated with WTM, Geeks for Geeks, and Girl Script. And the best thing I could say was the retreat with Girl Script Google experts for 2 years, 2 days, and that would last for 1 year, and I could cherish that endlessly. And yeah,
Wow.
coming, yes, ma'am.
So yeah, can you share about the journey of the Women Techmaker Scholar and what actually how it initiated? How did you come to know of it? Or did you know previously about something like this? How it helped you transition? Yeah, please share your story
Yes, ma'am.
actually so that we also learn about it.
Yes, ma'am. I really don't know that there was something called WTM scholarship before here, and you know that you have shared the link in GDG group, and then I thought that I should apply this at any cost, and I have to get this. And then I've done some research and Google, like reading the articles in Medium. Then I thought that this is something great, and this would be great definitely. And I also got to know that there are no girls from Andhra Pradesh since for years. And then I decided that I have to apply, and finally I made it. So yes, I'm the only one from Andhra Pradesh even, and that really made me glad. Coming to the
Hearty
application process,
congratulations on that actually.
thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma'am. So all the applicants were asked to write the essays on the leadership skills, and what I got was the technology where I was fascinated to learn, and also to explain an incident where I helped my community. And in addition to that, I have to submit my resume, also my projects and all. So, and this was the first round. And after getting qualified, one must attend the Google Online Challenge, where you'll give a unique challenge ID and the passkey for accessing the challenge. There will be 30 questions on basic programming languages, algorithms, data structures, and guessing the output or errors in the given code. And answering all the questions in 30 minutes is not so simple, and one must prepare very well for that. And the final round, the breathtaking phase, I would say, is the interview. And yeah, it's a voice call with a Google expert. Starting preparation 2 days prior to that interview would be enough, and you will be asked to explain the essays and your projects and your resume, and also to explain the challenges and how you overcame it. And yeah, so, and also remember that the questions will not be direct. You have to understand them and answer accordingly. And yeah, you're done with all the tests, and you will get a mail congratulating that you are a WTM scholar. That's the
Wonderful.
process.
So now I'm inquisitive to know about your story actually, which depicts your leadership skills, because that is something which all of us can learn from. Maybe at some point, many of us who are looking at this either live or maybe recording later, they will get benefited from what kind of way they can fill the applications and all that. So can you please share that story, or some stories actually which you felt which came across in your conversations with the Google experts?
Yes, ma'am. So coming to the retreat, it happened for 2 days, ma'am, wherein there were a lot of events conducted to all the scholars, brainstorming big, and the I'm Remarkable session, where it brought out few things that will stand out, and it is different from all the scholars, and it's really great. And coming to my story, we have wonderful seniors in our college, and they really motivated us by connected many of such events, and I've been an active participant in all the events, and that led me towards this. And yes, it's time for our batch to conduct all the events, and I'm super confident that we are going to rock this year with all the events and supporting all the people. And I believe that the coming year, I would like to help the upcoming techies in all the ways that I can. And yes, engaging with like-minded people for the development of communities and empowerment is something I'm extremely passionate about. And yeah, this led me towards a scholarship. Coming to my story, I'm not super very much interested in all these technical events, but after my first year, I don't remember her name. I saw a story on the YouTube where her dreams and passion was completely different, but she told that whatever the way is, if you are into that, you have to give your 100% to that. Then I was stuck to that, and then I started all my journey exactly 1 year back, and I'm now in this position. And one thing I want to tell you all that, see, you opportunities won't come searching you. You have to search for them and go back of them, and that will take you to the super position. Yeah, I want to say that.
Yeah, so we had one question just now. It's like, it's Sri Rekha. She asked actually, explain the exact application process for this. So can you, but I can't give you more time. You have to just, pull it all together. I know you just, told about it, but yeah, can you rephrase it or put it precisely?
Yes, ma'am. I can tell that. It is open for the first year and second year undergraduate students, firstly. So they have to have the best academic background, and also they should do some projects, and they should have some experience where they empowered some girls, and then they will be eligible for this scholarship. And then you should be good at data structures and algorithms even, and coding part and all. And yeah, there will be 3 rounds. The first round will be the summation of application process round, where you need to give the essays, resume and all. And next, the Google Online Challenge. 30 questions will be there, 7 questions from the C and C++, the basic languages that you choose while filling the application form. And then coming to the next questions, you'll be having data structures 8 questions and the coding questions 8. And you will get 1 minute for each of the question. And then the interview round, wherein you'll get 20 to 45 minutes, and mine was lasted for 18 minutes, and they asked me everything and I answered everything, and that went very well. So, and yeah, after that interview you'll get a mail, and that's the exact process. I can even share you my
Yes,
profile
that's what
link
was
so that, yeah,
please share your LinkedIn, your URL where they can connect and they can know more about it. That will you can take this question offline if you're not happy with the answer, or if you want to know more about it, Rekha.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for the question. Thank you,
Sure,
Sudeepa.
Rekha,
Thank you.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ashish, can I have you on in the chat room, please?
Hello, ma'am. Hello,
Hi.
everyone.
Hello. So can you please tell me about yourself, your journey, how did you come into this? A brief explanation, your journey, actually. That's what I meant. Yeah. To start with, go for it.
So, hello, everyone. I'm Ushas. I'm a third-year computer science student at WTM University. This is my second year for DSC at my university. So this year we are planning to be more impactful than the last year. So my journey started last year when I was recruited as a pro team member of DSC. Then I came to know about GDG. From GDG, I came to know about WTM. So it's just a connection of developer communities that I get connected to. Some DevFest I came to know, like, yeah, DSC was the main thing that I first got into. So after that, it was just a pleasant experience meeting all of you guys, creating new networks around me, and that's how I started. So yeah, basically
Wow.
that's it.
So you were previously associated with the Developer Student Club as a team member, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
So how was your last year? What did you do? Like, and what is your aspirations for this new year or this coming year?
Yes, ma'am. So last year we were a team of 10 members, just a 10 members team. So I was leading the web development part of the DSC. We conducted pretty nice events, Explore ML. Then we conducted Flutter events. We made students in our campus know about the new technologies which are industry ready. And and we also conducted the Smart India Hackathon in our campus. It was a pleasant experience. So, but due to some constraints, we were not able to make as impactful as we planned last year. But this year, since it's all online, everyone is at home, everyone got time. So we are thinking that we'll make it more impactful.
So what are your plans for this new year? How you want to leverage technology and online resources for this actually? So you have something up your sleeve, some plans which you want to share with our audience here?
Yeah, a lot of plans in the working. So the first thing that I want to do in my community is that all the first year students, like first and second year students, who have no idea about what's the part they want to take in computer science. As Mansa already said that computer science is very huge. There are many parts in computer science. So people at first and second year don't have a correct path to choose on. So we'll try to introduce new domains emerging in computer science, which is very much valuable in the future. And we'll try to give them an introduction class on that. So at least they have some knowledge on that path that they want to choose. So if they want to continue, they can directly continue with DSC because we'll be taking that domain forward. So that's our plan for this year.
Okay. So I want you to throw some spotlight on, DSC. I know that there are a lot of communities which develop products actually. And since you have been associated it previously also, I want you to share something on that as well. Like how do communities, like as you said, you were a group of 10 people in the college. So, but there is only one main lead. So who are these 10 people? How do you form a group? If you share some spotlight in this, maybe, other communities also, students will know that they have to come together. They can raise their hand and be part of this group. Or how can they be? Yeah, please.
Yes. So the whole DSC thing works in a sophisticated manner. The thing is that a lead selects his team members who are also interested as he is. So we don't expect anything in return. Like it's all for the community. We build community for among ourselves. We build community for students to give back to the community. Right. So all are passionate about giving back to community, solving problems that are presently in the sources in the outer world. So that's the main aim of DSC actually. Then coming to how we take them in. So the part of the recruitment process is it's nothing just you have to fill in the form. We'll ask you some questions upon which domain you are interested in, and if that domain is something new and we don't have a knowledge of it, then you're all are welcome in, and we will have a brainstorming session and just will plan out among ourselves how this technology can help our community. So this is how DSC works internally.
Wonderful. And how often do you have to conduct some programs, or what are the kind of programs that are conducted at the college level actually where students can participate? Ideally, what is the output from these DSC clubs?
The output is very simple for DSC. It's just giving you knowledge upon a technology that you don't know. So eventually you can take the knowledge of that technology and give it back to the community members. So last year, I would like to say one solution that we had last year. There was a solution for smart garbage collection. So smart garbage collection, that solution was introduced by some of our DSC members at my campus during the Smart India Hackathon. So that was a problem statement. So the problem was, how would you collect maximum amount of garbage from a city and transport it to different places far away from the city so that the city doesn't get polluted too. So the solution we team up with is having the spot, a garbage spot in an area of 2 kilometers, which is attached with a RFID tag or something, so that people can go, stand there, and the main dashboard somewhere in the municipal area gets a notification about that someone has kept their garbage, please go and collect. So this is the solution we came up with. This whole technology, we wanted to build it with new technologies that no one knows in the DSC. So it will be a learning for us, and it also will be a solution for the community.
Okay. What did you build it with?
Ma'am, we build it using PWA. So PWA is a progressive web apps. Then we use some other frameworks that no one at DSC have knowledge on. So that framework is called Meteor.js. So that's the 2 technologies that we use, and Firebase for data.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ashish.
Thank you.
Yeah. Next we have Sahitya actually. Sahitya, can you please join us?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. So Sahitya, please share with us actually about your journey, what is about your college, and how were you inspired to join this? Yeah, please.
Yeah. Firstly, hello everyone. I'm Kalaga Sahitya, CS undergraduate from Vignyan's Institute of Engineering for Women. Being a technology enthusiast, I love to explore new technologies and fascinated by the fact how technology is solving real life problems. Um, I'm an Android developer having experience in mobile application development and have developed a couple of applications using Android. Simultaneously, I'm a front-end web developer and a technical writer. I'm selected as one of the DSCs from India, and I'm glad to share you all that this is the first time that we are having a DSC club at our college.
Wonderful. I wish you all the best. Actually, hope you do really well for your college and all. So, what are your aspirations for this year? Like, how are you inspired to join this DSC, and what do you think you're in your final year, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I know that generally DSCs are in second year. So you're an example and motivation to a lot of us actually who think no, DSC cannot go and all that. Maybe your credentials were too good, or maybe you were like, that fighting spirit was there. You were like too good for them actually, so that they included you, gave you an opportunity. They saw the potential that you could do something. So what is your plan? What do you want to do actually this year?
I'm driven by the will to create an impact and encourage diversity and inclusion in communities. Firstly, when I first joined in GDG and WTM Vizag communities, I was inexperienced and with numerous things and gradually joining and participating actively in events, I have got to know many new things. And in this process, I have learned that a DSC club is one of the initiative by the Google team. And last year I couldn't apply because the applications are already closed. And uh, let's and now this year I'm in my final year, and I thought let's give a try to it, whether it would be my luck if I get into the DSC. So I tried. I have created a good video where a short self introduction video where I have explained all my details regarding my works, my open source projects, and all. And with this will, I have applied for DSA. And when I first got the email regarding the application of update application application update regarding my DSC, then I was loaded with full of happiness. What is it really me? Being a final year student, did I got I was full of surprise and full of shock. Is it really me who got this email? Who got into the DSC? Yes.
I think your story is inspires a lot of us. We should not give up hope actually. Obviously there will be something that we can't, but we should do everything in our potential. See that?
Yes, ma'am.
Because when we put our full actually in front of them, let them decide if they want to accept or reject. Who are we actually to not apply, to say that we don't fit in and all that? I think this is a great lesson for all of us actually. Yeah.
Yes,
thank you, Sahitya. So we
Thank
move
you.
on to actually our last DSC, who is Tarun actually. So Tarun, can you please join us? Hi Tarun. You're muted, I guess.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. So, Tarun, you are a different case altogether, actually, where you have now you have got DSC. I think this is a a combination of sorts, wherein DSC normal gaundi, some of them are from final year who got, and now you are like a PG graduate who got. So this is a very I'm really excited to be part of this actually conversation. Can you share about your journey and how this actually helped you? Or how you applied for Dayton, why you think you wanted to be a DSC over there. Yeah, we would love to hear from you.
Hi all, once again, very good afternoon. Thanks for showing up to the event today. I knew it's very tough to show up to the event, that too specifically which is on Sunday. I knew or else you would have end up spending your valuable time with your family. So without wasting much time, for the people who don't know, I'm Saitaran and I'm an incoming graduate student at University of Dayton. I come under North America chapter, which is in which comes United States of America. So the reason behind is 2 to 3 years back, I got to know about this DSC program from one of the then DSC leads in Vigyan. That person, that DSC lead told me that there is a program called DSC lead, which is run by Google, and he advised me to apply. But after reading the eligibility, I got to know that I'm not eligible for the program because the eligibility is we should be left over with. 2 years at least for our graduation. Whereas in the end, I was in third year in the third year, so and I couldn't apply. So I was I told the same to two of my juniors, like to Mohit and to one of the other junior, and after that I have graduated, and one of them applied last year, and they were onboarded. And today I have seen one more person from the same my university, GTM University, Ashish, getting the next things. And I felt very happy about both of them. Like when they told me that we both were selected, and now they are the leading. And I felt very happy, like because Mohit is personally attached to me, like he's a relative of mine, and I felt very happy. But also there's some
Who is your
yes.
relative?
Mohit, like former DSC lead of Geetam
Oh,
University. I was very happy.
see, all this is related. One inspires others. We all inspire each other. I'm so happy, and I think there is this strength in sharing the word and telling each other actually. Oh, nakuda chippu. I also want to grow. I think that spirit actually brings all of us up. Yes.
Actually, I
Yes.
felt very bad, like when I got to know I'm ineligible for the program. But at the same time, I told two of my juniors where one got up applying to that, and he made it successful. And finally, I was happy. Because the reason behind me was unhappy because that Google tag really makes me do a lot of things. Because from the ninth grade onwards, I have my motto I would like to die as a Googler. Like that's my ultimate aim. So with that grace and all, I thought like it's okay if not me, the other person can get into that. And later, I have started my full-time job as an Android engineer at Small Planet. I'm still continuing there. It's remote and it's based out of NYC. And after that, I have an aim to study in US university. So I applied and I got admissions. And at that time, in the month of March, I got to know that the applications were open. Like one of the members has shared the link on the chat itself. So I thought, why not me? And I have emailed personally to Google whether I'm eligible or not. And I got to know that even I am eligible, and the people who are doing their PhDs are also eligible. Like it was a different criteria, and I felt okay, why not give it a shot again. So I applied, and they asked me the proof, are you studying in the university or not? I said I'm an incoming graduate student, like this August I have to start, but due to the current situation I have postponed my admission letter, but still I will be coming under the university. And they have seen everything, and for me they took two interviews. One is completely technical as well as communication. They asked my previous projects and all what I've done, and they have gone very deep into those projects, and I felt very happy. The best thing was the interview went super fun. Like the interviewer kept asking, kept making me laugh throughout the interview, which was really awesome, and I feel very happy. Like the interview took place at night, and once again I have got one more email that I have to appear for once again, and they told me that that is related to communication skills. And after that, I have been onboarded to the panel, and yes, there were now I feel very happy because. A lot of people, like, because I haven't achieved anything here when it comes to TSC in India, but whereas I got to know that I can also achieve irrespective of the nations I am. So I have applied under a North America chapter because I'm starting my student journey again from a working professional. So I felt like yes, I can do it once again. And these days, yeah, it's going great, and I feel very happy for what I am taking.
Absolutely. I am so inspired to hear your journey actually. That's so good. Especially when I truly believe when you give actually selflessly, more comes to you, and that is like personified in your example. All the best to you actually. Can I have everybody on the stage actually? Let's say a quick bye and move on. I think it's almost time, and we our girls are waiting for the icebreaker session. So thank you so much. It was like a pleasure. Ashish, you're not there yet. You are real inspiration. I wish all of you actually all the best. I hope you can accomplish all that you wish for. Will do well actually in your this year actually. All the best onboarding as well for a few of you who have not been onboarded yet. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And we, on behalf of WTM, will be conducting more of this. So please, keep coming. Actually, share your inputs with our team. Actually, and do more of such events. Call everybody, include everybody as much as we can, so that Vizag community becomes more bigger, better, vibrant, and everybody is able to participate and take some part of it from the pie, contribute, and even get back. Actually, all the
Yes.
best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Over to our volunteers actually who are behind the screens. They have really helped us. They wanted to do a small icebreaker or an entertainment for all of you. So here we are. I welcome them actually. Here's welcoming my volunteer team. Can I please have them on the screen, please? Hello, Bala. Yeah, please
Hello,
share
ma'am.
yourself in one quick sentence and then get started with the questions. We don't have much time, so I request
Yes,
you to get started fast.
Yes, ma'am. Hello all, this is Bala Tripura Sundari from Gayatri Vidya Parishad Women's College, and I'm in final year now.
Hello everyone, I am Lakshmi Addala from Vigyan Institute of Engineering for Women. I am also final year now.
Hello everyone, I'm Shruti. Hello everyone. Hello everyone, I'm Shruti from Vigyan Institute of Engineering for Women, and I'm also in final year now.
Hey everyone, I am Dr. Lakshmi, and veteran software developer and a researcher now. I believe in be the change that you wish to see in others. So at this age, I am with young girls, inspiring them, motivating them, and we're going ahead.
Hello all. Till now, we have listened to our peer members speaking about their journeys, their like a kind of an experiences and all, right? So let's take a short break and let's move on to a bit like tricky questions or riddles or some facts. So yeah, the first question. It's very simple. What was Vizag before it became an industrial city of population of 1.2 million sleepy folk? I mean, before Vizag city, before came into as industrial city, what was its name as? Here are the options.
One is a sleepy temple town, a sleepy fishing hamlet, a strong sea fortress, or a huge marshland. I can expect an answer. I think it's an easy one. I think you got it. The question is simple. What was the Vizag city before? Or any answers? I think yes. And the answer is a sleepy fishing hamlet, where it is a harbor, right? So we used to call it as a sleepy fishing hamlet before. And next question, Lakshmi, continue please.
Thank you, Bala. And the next question is, Vizag is better known as Vishakhapatnam, but the colonial British built another settlement away from the port. It housed their residence and the university. Simple again. What was the name of the settlement? And the options are 1. Lawson's Bay, 2. Uplands, 3. Beamley, 4. Voltaire. I repeat the question again. Vizag is better known as Vishakhapatnam, but the colonial British built another settlement away from the port. It housed their residence and the university. What was the name of the settlement? Option 1 is Lawson's Bay, 2 is Uplands, 3 is Beamley, and 4 is Voltaire.
All Vizagites, please respond. I think it's an easy question for you all. Everyone knows it. And the clue is that it's one of the club city, which is located in the center of the city. Any answers, please?
I think most of them are saying option 4, which is Voltaire.
Yeah. Yes, you are right. It's Voltaire Club.
That's the correct answer.
And next question goes to Hema.
I think Hema is not online.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So guys, welcome back. She is one of the leading vaccinologists in the world. She is professor of vaccinology at Oxford University's Jenner Institute. Can you guess who is she?
Shruti, can you please be a bit louder? I think viewers are not able to hear you. Please be a bit louder.
Yeah, okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, okay. She is one of the leading vaccinologists in the world. She is professor of vaccinology at Oxford University's Jenner Institute. Can you guess who is she? You can just comment with the option. Okay. So people are guessing with option 2 and 3. Okay, let's see what's the right answer. So the right answer is Dr. Sarah Gilbert. Option 3. So I request Hema to continue.
Yeah, thank you, Shruti. Now let's go on to the next question. She is the first female Indian entrepreneur and a TechDesk speaker. She is also the chairperson of Kamani Tubes in Mumbai, India, described as the original slumdog millionaire. Do you know who is she? And the options were Kalpana Saroj, Vandana Luthra, Priya Paul, Suchi Mukherjee. So friends, please put your option in the chat.
Yes, viewers, I think many of you knows the answer. So please be keep in the chat. Any answers? Any guesses or?
most of the guesses were one Bala.
Oh yeah, she is right. The answer is Kalpana Saroj.
Yeah.
I think Hema is having some network issues there. So yeah, we'll move on. And yes, it is Kalpana Saroj. And next question, Shruti, you can take forward.
Okay. So we use Google everywhere, right? We use for searching, browsing, and whatnot. Even we use for coding even. So do you know the full form of Google? If yes, let's see the options. Option 1, Global Organization of Oriented Group Language of Earth. Option 2, Global Orientation of Organizational Group Language of Earth. And option 3, Global Organization of Oriented Group Language of Ecosystem. And 4, none. Please comment your option in the chat box. Would love to hear your answers from the viewers. Yeah, you're right. Many of you people voted for one. Yeah, the answer is Global Organization of Oriented Group Language of Earth. So I request Dr. Varalakshmi ma'am to continue.
Yeah, here is the treat for you. You can choose from the options that you want. So what is the name of version 4.4 of Android? Oreo, option 2, KitKat, option 3, Lollipop, option 4, ice cream sandwich. I know it's time for tea now, so you can choose one and have one of it with you along with your tea. Any takers? Option 1, Oreo. Option 2, KitKat. Option 3, Lollipop. And 4, ice cream sandwich. Only one person answered. Yes, KitKat for you. The answer is KitKat. Over to Bala.
I guess
Yeah.
Bala has left, ma'am. So thank you all for joining us in the icebreaker session. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your the streams were ringing actually, and I'm so happy we all got to engage with the audience. Thank you so much for your time. These were my volunteers, so much cheers for them. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Going ahead, now is the star lady of this show who's going to come. I request all of you to please put your hands together to invite Lakshya Sivaramakrishnan, who is the program manager at Google and for WTM, actually, Women Tech Makers. So she leads the WTM initiative for India. She's such a phenomenal person. I can't tell you more. Lakshya, can we have you in the studio, please?
Thank you so much, Usha, for that warm introduction.
See you, and now I'll tell more actually. So Lakshya is like an amazing person. I cannot tell you. She has been a phenomenal leader. So many a times we see many people and say, okay, I don't know how leadership is done or how it should be dealt and all that. So here is somebody I saw in person. We were working on IWD India 2020, and you know the kind of work that we do. This is like voluntary work. We all have to, we were working. We were all professionals, hardcore professionals. Actually, each one of the women tech makers who were running big communities. But we were so passionate. Everybody was working in the night and the day, be it Sunday or anything actually, and it was amazing. So there is so much that I can go on telling about Lakshya. I'm so happy to have you here. All the best, Lakshya. Yeah, please go on with your.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, GDG and WTM Vizag. It's my pleasure to be joining you. And what's even more special is a lot of you are students very early in your careers, and I'm really excited to see where each of your careers take you. So I'm here to talk about the shift that has happened, right? How communities have evolved from a more physical offline world to an online world. So I'm going to be talking about my own experience with communities, throw some light about a few projects that I'm working on, and give you a few tips and insights if you want to be a great speaker, a great organizer, or just putting together events for people in your local regions, in your schools, in your colleges, and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm happy to be answering your questions at the end of this talk as well. So with that, here we go. What is a community? If I would love if few of you can answer this question. What do you think is a community? I can wait for a couple of seconds for me to get your answers, because I have read, I have been in this space for about 3.5, 4 years now, just in with women tech makers, but about 5, 6 years in communities at large. And I've interacted with a lot of community professionals. And when you ask this question of what is a community, the answer is going to be very different for for various people. So I want to hear your thoughts. You've been part of, say, a developer student club, or a women tech makers, or a Google developer groups. So what do you think is a community, or what do you feel by being part of communities? If you can use the chat box to share a few of your insights. Yeah, a group open to discussions, group of people gather to do some work. Right, amazing. So yes, exactly what you all said. It's a group of like-minded individuals coming together with shared passions, with shared interests, with shared goals, right? And when I got into communities, I actually neither did I know what a community was, nor did I know the power that it holds, right? And today, I think it is community is like a superpower for anyone to have, is what I believe today, once I've been in this space for so long. So this is how my journey with communities have happened, and these are all the communities that have had a deep impact on me. While I was pursuing my master's from IIIT Bangalore, I was part of the Google Student Club, where we used to do activities for students and the institute around Google and open source technologies. Even when I look back at those memories, I actually trained a hostel superintendent to supervisor to start using Gmail, right? And I actually explained to him in Hindi, saying this is how you create an account, this is how you compose a message and send it to people. And you won't believe it, even years later, it's been quite some years, even now I get these random emails about Happy New Year or Happy Diwali, and it feels so heartwarming, because you might have been like a Google Student Club ambassador or lead, say, years back, but those achievements fade over time, versus somebody who reaches out to you and says, it could just be a hello madam, how are you, but it means a lot, and it really changes a lot of things for you. So that was my start of my community journey. And then once I finished my graduation, I joined this amazing group of people from BLR Droid. BLR Droid is the Bangalore Android user group, where we conducted a lot of events. I got to work with some amazing, very inspiring people. A few of them are my mentors even today. We used to get together and host Android related events. And one of the added responsibilities that I had is to ensure that our events are diverse. So are we getting enough women speakers? Are we getting enough women attendees? And if not, why aren't we getting? How do we reach out to them? So those were a few things that I did as a part of BLR Droid, and leading the Women Tech Makers pillar for that. And while I was doing this is when I actually got into Google managing this program for India from that experience from BLR Droid. So you never know, communities can also give you your next job or your next mentor or your next sponsor, right? You never know. And yeah, that's how I joined the Google Developer Relations team, and it has been a fantastic journey for the last 3.5 years. So that's why I say, communities have had a great impact on me, particularly this one. Women Tech Makers, while today, like Usha introduced, I might be like leading or managing the program, but once upon a time, a few years back, I was a recipient of all the good work that community programs do. Right? I was selected as a part of a 10-member public speaking, 10 women across India were selected to do a public speaking workshop by some of the experts in this space. And then we actually got an opportunity to record our video, and that went on the Google Developers YouTube channel. This was years back. So I've received a lot from this program, and this is very special, and it's been a privilege to run and manage this program for India. But for those who don't know, what is Women Tech Makers? Our North Star mission is to help people with community, visibility, and resources to ensure that they are joining, thriving, and leading in the technology industry. We have seen statistics on how girls ace all the courses in engineering, but when it comes to the industry, something changes, right? And it's very funny when I look back, probably when I was in college, I would always ask this question saying, we almost have the same privileges. It's a level playing field. Why do we need something so different for women or for girls? It was only when I entered the industry did I understand the gaps. And as life takes you ahead in a country like India, where we are so culturally strong, there are a lot of things that changes for you, right? Your equation at home, at work. And so sometimes you need those additional resources, that community, that safe space, that sisterhood, to ensure that you are propelling in your career. And people who are going to be helping you are not just going to be women. There are instances of some amazing allies that I know of, whom it's very easy for me to tap onto them and say, hey, I'm hitting this roadblock. How can you help me? Or how, like, this is the help that I want. So community programs like these can really give you that opportunity. So this is what I would also want to share with you. There is, when I say resources, it is about a free membership program that Women Tech Makers has, which is about sending you curated emails based on your skill set, your years of experience in the industry, your interests for the future. They take all this and send you curated emails. It could be about amazing podcasts, amazing blog posts on your area of interest, or it could be travel grants and scholarships that are available to women in tech. So this is what this program offers to you. I also want to throw some light with some data points to emphasize the point on why this space is so important, not just for women, but for women and allies. For us to get into a more equal world, right? I always say equity instead of equality, but these are a few stats that are triggering. 34% of the tech force in India are women, but only 20% reach senior levels. Why does this happen? Because women are primary caregivers, especially in a country like ours. But what we can do is we can leverage the women-friendly policies that any organization has. Few of us we just forget about the policies after that first day of induction or orientation. But sometimes it is important for us to figure out what are these policies we can leverage. And Women Tech Makers are trying to facilitate interactions with other influencers, just for us to know that we are not alone in this struggle. There are people who have been there, done that, who have possibly got a few solutions and workarounds that have worked for them, right? Another shocking statistic, and since we're all in a community setup, only 17% of women participate in communities where they can network and upskill. Often when on a physical setting, when I used to go to people and ask, why isn't it that you participate in communities, a lot of them would tell me they're not even aware of something called communities, right? And because this is where they can stay relevant, they can be they can know what's happening in the communities ecosystem, in just science and technology in general. So our mission with these programs are to strengthen the community through engagements, through resources. I spoke about membership. Communities is very core, not just like, probably I just shared a few things I got from communities, but each of us have something to get. And what is more important is to also give back to the community. I want to share, since we're talking about online world of communities, I wanted to share about one achievement, and yes, you can find Usha there as well. So she was an amazing addition to this entire summit that 35 communities came together in May to create a space for women in technology, and there were a lot of allies that we were also supported with. We had 40 plus speakers. We had sessions on leadership, technology, data science, machine learning, Android, web, cloud, and we also did design and entrepreneurship. So there were a lot of experts coming and talking about that, to not just people from India, but we had registrations across 76 countries. And what this also goes to show is a community also brings a lot of people together. Though stats like 10.8 thousand views might be great numbers for me to share with you, but somewhere down the lane, for these 40 people, 40 odd organizers who organized this summit, our key takeaway is not the numbers, is not how we did, what went wrong, but it's about the bond that we built together, the network that today I can call somebody and say, hey, I'm stuck with this personally or at work. Can you help me? And I know that they're going to be there. So the true success is the connect that you get and you build with your co-organizers, with your attendees, with your speakers, etc. Right? So I just wanted to share this success story that we recently witnessed from Women Tech Makers. But what I also want to, if there are a few key things that I want you to take away with you, it would be saying communities give you a sense of identity. They help you know more, stay more connected. But what is more important is for you not only to be an attendee, but also collaborate with other people, other communities, other colleges, co-create something, give back something, because these are values that probably your academics will not teach you, but these values will go a long way in your professional and personal careers. So get involved in communities. You could contribute as, say, a speaker, you could contribute as a volunteer, you could contribute designing posters, you might have like a great flair and strength for UI, you might help in developing a website, right? So the potentials are endless. So while you involve and contribute back, you also leverage communities. There are a lot of talks, a lot of sessions. See how you can get something from that to inculcate in your professional careers, right? And of course, it helps you build network. Otherwise, it wouldn't let me sit in Bangalore and speak to you in Vizag, if not for this community setup. So constantly look to build your network, be it with people, be it with other communities. You're going to get a lot of friends. And I believe in this phrase, which is the strength of weak ties. Sometimes you cannot go to your best friends for a few things, but you can definitely go to your acquaintances and your friends from communities. Right. So these are a few things that I wanted to share with you. Two other things, and I also wanted to share with you. This was one of my ways of paying it forward. I've gained a lot from communities, and This was one of my passion project that I'm doing completely away from work. It's completely different from what I do for work, but it's a 1-week online boot camp that I'm looking to create for engineering college girls. The registrations are still open. We have a few more spots to go. So if you're interested, feel free. If you are from an engineering college and you're a girl, you can definitely subscribe to this. The only reason why I'm saying only girls is because the content of this boot camp is for a certain genre, and that is why this is one of the criteria for participating. But I'm sure a lot of these initiatives will come out for everyone. But I wanted to share saying so this concept of paying it forward, because I've received so much. I want to do something, right? And I thought a great place to start would be college girls, because that's where they are learning and building their own personality to go enter the big professional world. Before I go, I also want to leave you with a few DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. A few online best practices that I have figured out along the way, and I thought maybe this will give you some insights on what you can do better, especially in an online setting. I'll start with tools. Ensure that a few things is platform access. Ensure that you use a platform which is accessible to everyone. Few of them might have certain softwares that are blocked by the organizations. While it's not possible for you to cater to all, but see how you can cater to maximum of your audience, right? Enable closed captions. I might be speaking in English, the way I'm speaking, but there might be somebody who might not be able to follow my accent. Maybe we have similar accents, but say if we have an international speaker, you might not be even able to follow what somebody is saying if you're not very proficient in the language. It always helps to, enable automatic captioning, but what strikes this apart is closed captions were initially created for deaf or people hard of hearing. So it'll be easy so you're also catering to an audience that is sometimes, left out. You can also use assistive tools. There's so many now. There's menti.com, there's Slido, Kahoot. Try to have some of these engagements. I saw the quiz section was so engaging. Try some of these assistive tools while you're putting out events, because they'll really help you keep your audience engaged. As organizers, it's important for you to practice empathetic leadership. What do I mean by that? If you're recording this event, it's important for you to call out saying, we're going to be recording this event, we're going to be clicking pictures. If you're not comfortable, feel free to drop out, right? Sometimes even re-emphasizing that, there might be disruptions at home. You might have kids, you might have pets. It's okay to call out saying, you might hear a few background noises, but please excuse me for that. Right? And it's important that we also affirm people's experiences. We make them felt, we make them heard through the entire event experience that we're putting together. Have a moderator with you. It's important that in addition to the one who is either speaking or presenting, or having somebody to moderate, say, the chats, having somebody to moderate saying, has the speaker come in, or how is the speaker going to exit? When exactly should the speaker exit? If they have to rejoin, what is the time they should rejoin for Q&A? It really helps to have a moderator. Going to talking about event promotion, I believe since everything is happening online, since we are not restrained by geography, what differentiates a good event and a great event is the marketing, the event promotion that you put together. Ensure you create collateral, spread it on social media, share it with as many people as possible, and think about choosing the right time slot. Think about whom your audience should be. Should it just be India? Should it just be people from some APAC time zones? Or should you, if you want people from, say, the United States also to join, then you time your event accordingly. Or if you're just talking India, you can't be, having an event at 12 noon and expecting people to come, because for all you know, people might be cooking, people might be feeding kids, you never know. So ensure that you choose an appropriate time slot. What can you as organizers do for your speakers to make your event more inclusive? Keep chatting and engaging with them on if they're comfortable, because not many people would be used to the online way of presenting, right? You might have given like 100 talks on physical world, but online is a completely different game. So, just help them check for their light. Is the lighting okay? Sound, dry run of how the event flow will be. What is the platform that you're using? These things really help, and they will be, as speakers, they will be very comfortable. Since everything is so dependent on internet, it is always good to have a backup plan. Few speakers might say, no, I have power backup, great. But if they don't, it's always good to plan for, a backup talk. It could be that somebody is not able to join in, somebody is not able to connect. It could be somebody has an emergency. It could be anything. So have a backup plan ready. And also, when it comes to your slide design, you can, as organizers, you can tell your speakers to use very high contrast in their slides, so that people with low vision can also see your slides clearly and take away what you are actually intending to convey to them. Last but not the least, as organizers, you can make attendees feel a little more special. Of course, it's not easy to replicate an offline setting, but see if you want to put spotlight on the audiences, have engagement activities like, having them talk in chat, engage with your audience through chats, and, take and give feedback. Maybe your audience is seeing something that you're not able to see. So it's important to just have a few people attend your events, just chat with them informally and see what has been missing in your sessions. That way it'll really help you become better. And last but not the least, and I cannot emphasize on this enough, practice, practice, and practice. Irrespective of how many times Murphy's Law, can play in any time, it's always important to have that backup plan and practice with your speakers, practice with your volunteers, your MCs, your admins. It really helps. So with that, I want to leave you with one quote, which is, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. So let's do, something together, and that's the spirit of communities. With that, thank you so much for having me. Thanks, Usha, for this opportunity. Happy you let me know what to do next. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lakshya. Like, that was amazing. It was really helpful that you shared these tools for our organizers. Actually, now that we are starting to, build from strength to strength, our team is also growing, and it is so timely that you spoke about these online best practices. So much needed, actually, because in some way or the other, we people will be attending, and many of us will be conducting as well. There cannot be a better timing. Thank you. And also, I really would like to reiterate the one point that you said, actually, that once we keep sharing something, actually it only grows. Like, it was a personal bond that as organizers we build with each other, that will really help us in growing from strength to strength, and these relationships will really last for a lifetime. You will learn immensely during this, and as well as the relationships also will stay forever. So thank you so much for reiterating this. Thank you, Lakshya.
Thank you, Usha.
Yeah. So I would like to conclude saying that it was like phenomenal today. We had a really nice event wherein all of you came together. We had the spotlight on developer student clubs, actually, which are to be onboarded shortly. We brought together actually a few from the city of Vizag, but trust me, there are many more who are there who are ready to share their stories. Eventually, we on behalf of GDG Vizag and WTM Vizag will bring these success stories to you, so that we motivate you actually, so that you can be part of our communities, contribute, get back so much in return, and really are kickstarting your journey, or enabling your journey to do much better in whatever you do. I would like to take a minute to really say thanks to firstly our DevRel organizers from Developer Relations team of Google. There are so many actually who have really helped us in many ways with their inspiration, with always being there for us so that we could conduct these events flawlessly. Again, I would like to take also mention the role of my co-organizers, Sri Madhav Garu and Sudhakar Garu of GDG Vizag, who have always been very supportive in everything that we do. So thank you so much, actually. Then my volunteers, actually, so each of these events we come together, a new set of volunteers. So it's like all of us coming together and working. So I really enjoyed working with this set of volunteers. I would like to name them actually. It was Bala, Hema, you saw all of them coming for the icebreakers. It's Sahitya, Sudeepa, Lakshmi, Shruti, Priyanka, and Varalakshmi Sriram Garu actually. And of course, not to mention, we also had the support of one of our allies actually, who was Sumant from Anits. So I think he's too shy to come onto the screen, but I would like to say thank you so much, Sumant, for being there for us. And thank you all for the developers, the student developers actually, who have come on to our stage today to share their experiences with you. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best. And for you, the lovely audience, all the best. I hope this inspires you to take on more challenges, to be positive. And I would want to leave you with one message actually. Yes, the times are not so great actually. There are so many challenges, something very unforeseen. But then let not the human spirit die. Let not, attain the fullest potential that you are capable of. All the best. Thank you.